Hello, my name is Shelby Novak. I am traveling through Cedar Rapids, Iowa to get to the National Czech and Slovak Museum and Library. Designed by Kevin Epperl, this work of art was built in just under 2 years, completed in 1995. After growing interest in Czech and Slovak history, the museum was founded. In a matter of just 10 years, more space was needed. So many artifacts and documents had been collected that a new museum was underway. Epperl began plans for a 17,000 square foot museum. At the dedication in 1995, President Bill Clinton and both presidents of Czech Republic and Slovakia attended. In 2008, a massive flood struck, devastating the city of Cedar Rapids and the museum. Many of the artifacts were destroyed. Museum officials decided to spend $713,000 to move the museum out of the floodplain and out of harm's way. Kevin Epperl studied at Iowa State University and was the lead designer behind the National Czech and Slovak Museum and Library. He is a member of the Durant Group. This building has a very balanced appearance. It is symmetrical in its design. If a line were drawn down the center of the entrance, both the left and right sides would be identical. The shapes of the building are very common, ones that we see in everyday structures: triangles, rectangles, and domes. The colors of the materials that the architect chose to use are very warm colors. Much of the building is brick and has a neutral tan color. The vibrant red color of the roof stands out next to the rest of the structure. Red is a very important color in the Czech and Slovak heritage. To outline the details of the building, the architect chose to use thick white lines. Standing back from the building, looking at it as a whole, the white outlines separate the two hues very well to create a sense of balance. Along with formalism, the museum exhibits some biographical methodology. The structure of the building shows the story of the villagers in Czech Republic and Slovakia. The many points of the rooftops resemble many cottages in a village, or it could even be viewed as a particular village. They are very close together, showing the unity of a village. In these cultures, togetherness or unity is very important. The architect is able to show the importance of this in his building for everyone to see. Inside the structure, the entryway resembles a portal. The line of arches is almost like a tunnel that transports visitors into the heritage of the Czechs and Slovaks. Each of the rooms at the end of the tunnel is like a little cottage holding a story of a particular time in history, whether it be a voyage across the ocean or police cars that would come and take people from their homes. From the moment that you see the museum, you know that every inch of the building is loaded with history. Although the museum was designed and built in a time of all sorts of different movements in art, it holds a more traditional appearance. It doesn't show many similarities of abstraction or impressionism, and it doesn't resemble the architecture in big cities during the 1990s. However, it shows similar regionalism to works like the American Gothic. Grant Wood used clean lines and lots of details in his work. And even though there is quite a few decades between these works of art, the architect comes from the same part of the country that Wood did, hence the region would be similar. It is very evident that Epperl tried to use details from the traditional Czech and Slovak villages in the detail he used in the museum. Red roofs were very common on houses in Europe, as well as steep points, so he wanted to add that to the appearance of the museum. The architect also used very common building materials of wood and concrete, rather than metal, which wouldn't have been used on houses. He combined the regions of eastern Iowa to the villages in Czech Republic and Slovakia. Inside the museum, the arches lead you into the history. These arches are influenced by ancient Roman arches. Arches can even be found as a decorative element in the outside of the walls of brick. This museum brings a lot of elements from earlier art eras together to become the beauty that it is now. I chose this museum because my family heritage is from Czech Republic. The building is beautiful and has a great story behind it. I never would have imagined that such a large building could be moved with such ease. The building holds so many artifacts and such a rich history, and without the specific design of the building, this particular museum experience would be much, much different. The exhibits on the inside demand high ceilings, and Epperl did a great job of hiding these in the design he created. The Czech and Slovak Museum and Library has nationalistic value for three cultures, not only for Czech Republic and Slovakia, but for Americans with heritage from the two countries. When the flood devastated the city and museum, groups all across America, Czech Republic, and Slovakia donated money to help restore and preserve the heritage.